Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. This is my weekly What I've Been Melting video, and this week will be slightly different. I tend to start with Scentsy first and move into vendor, but I'm going to do Scentsy last this time, but don't worry if you come here only for Scentsy. Everything will be time-stamped below so you can skip around, but I'm starting with Second and Spruce first because there was a Second and Spruce 7-day melting challenge, and I want to cover that kind of in the first portion and then go through the rest of my vendor and then end with Scentsy. So that's how we're going to do it this time around. But this is when I share, what I've been warming. Most of the time they're empties. Sometimes they're not all empties. They're still partials. I had a really good week this week because we had the Memorial Day holiday. So one extra day of not having to go in the office. So that also helps a lot. And then I also wanted to I'm going to try to remember to do this, but maybe start off with a question so you can answer in the chat below and kind of keep this more interactive. So what was your favorite scent to melt this week was one. And then two, what do you think of melting challenges? Do you like the idea? Do you want to join in? Do you want kind of a heads up of what might be coming in the future? I'm hearing rumblings that there may be a lavender and speckles challenge maybe this month and maybe a rose girls. I definitely want to warm through some rose girls. And if you missed my June melting basket, I will link it up here as well because I did go through what I'm planning on warming in June. And then I'll share, no, actually I'm going to share that in my monthly check-in. I also have a monthly check-in video coming up. So that'll probably be coming up either tomorrow or the day after. But anyway, let's get started with what I've been warming and my Second and Spruce 7-day melting challenge. Okay, so I'm going to start with Second and Spruce. As I mentioned, since that was a 7-day challenge, I liked that it was just 7 days. I'm not a monthly challenge person. I've tried it and sometimes it's fun, but I am a mood melter and I already have like my basket made up and I'm like, nope, that's what I'm going to warm. But this came near the end of the month. I was already kind of near the end of my pickings from my melting basket. So timing and everything worked out. So this was part of the the one collection that this came about. So anyway, I'll stop chatting so much and get to it. So day one was melt coconut milk and cookies or any milk and cookies blend you have. I warmed milk and cookies, just straight up milk and cookies. This was from the holiday sampler. So it's just a cube. I warmed it here in the bedroom because I know it wasn't a lot to fill up open space. Fantastic. My first time warming her milk and cookies as well. So now I'm like, I think I have some eggnog milk and cookies. I have a couple other blends with milk and cookies, but it was nice just to get milk and cookies. No sour note at all. I know sometimes when people hear milk, they're like, not sure about that. This was creamy and this was like rich, creamy, sweet, but not overly sweet, but like almost like a sweet milk. And that was probably partly the cookie in there as well. It filled up this room. I just, like I said, kind of cut this wax in half and put it in 2 Scentsy warmers on either side of my room. Fill the room beautifully. I really enjoy the scent a lot. So this was milk and cookies. This is a scent that I would absolutely repurchase. Then day 2 was, I think it was I'm Going to Paris. Let me double check here. Yes. So day 2 was melt I'm Going to Paris or a bakery blend. So I did purchase I'm Going to Paris. So I have that one. And day 2 was a Sunday. I think I was out and about. So I didn't want to warm it too much and be wasteful if I was going to be home all day. But this is Sweet on Paris strawberry pound cake. So I'm like, my brain's like, what is SPC? Strawberry pound cake, a hint of pistachio and almond macarons. So I warm this in open space. And this is what I do. I don't always do a full empty, especially if it's a scent that I really am enjoying and I'm not going to be around all day. It's like, I don't want to be wasteful. So I warmed a little bit in open space also just to see how strong it was going to be. And I ended up warming this in, I think 3 warmers, like my Scentsy one, which is my Dancing Petals. It's kind of in the center of the open space. It's got a nice big fat, warming tray or warming dish, and then hot plate, and then one in the kitchen. So this is beautiful. And the first time I've warmed Sweet on Paris or in wax. The beautiful bakery blend. You get a little bit of the strawberries and the berries. Now on warm, the pistachio and the almond wasn't as strong. And it says in the label or on the scent notes, it's a hint, right? And it truly is a hint of it. Beautiful scent. I left for part of the day, came back. I could still smell it at the end of the day as it was going. So this is one I'm glad I still have quite a bit of because I want to enjoy it. And that's why I don't always do it like a complete empty on the same day. So I can enjoy it kind of another time. Day 3 is my phone. Okay. Day 3, melt girlfriends or a tea or lemonade blend. I did get creative on day 3 because I didn't have that scent. But I used Backyard Bungalow. This is swimming pool, fresh towels, sipping on summer, and a hint of sweet berries. Backyard Bungalow. And this one has lemonade and ginger ale, I believe ginger ale, which is part of the sippin' in summer note in here. So this is such a good scent, and I will show you how much I use. I use this downstairs and I think in the bedroom. And you can see here how pretty it is with a kind of two-tone layer. It's just a piece of wax that fell kind of flat. I'll leave it alone. It smells like pool. What does pool smell like? There's like a saltiness to it, an aquatic note. I mean, it's not like there's chlorine, but it's almost like you could smell like a touch of it. It's so good. And then the sippin' in summer was also very prevalent. So you get that lemonade, some of that fizzy ginger ale. And then as this one tapered off, and this was a great performer, super strong throw. And by tapered off, I'm talking by like the 10th, the 12th hour. I mean, this was a good performer. Then I got a little bit more of the fluffy towels. Like it was always there, but as the lemonade and the sippin' in summer and the pool kind of stayed consistent, but as the sippin' in summer kind of tapered down, I can get a little more of the fluffy towels. This did make me feel like I was sitting poolside. It really did, on a hot summer day. So this was fantastic. And that is Backyard Bungalow. I would absolutely get that again. Okay. Day 4 was Melt I Love Margaritas or any margarita drink blend. Well, I love margaritas. This was one of my favorites. I had several favorites in this pre-order. This one, I love margaritas. And this one was in a kind of bakery bag like this. It was the black and, I don't think I have, yeah, well, I won't pull it out, but you've seen them, the little black and white polka dot bags. This is lime rita, pineapple, coconut milk, toasted coconut, sugar, salt, water, taffy. Fantastic. I use the entire cake bite everywhere. What can I say? Her lime Rita. So whenever I see lime Rita from now on, I'm buying it in her wax blends. I just love it. If you like that lime, little tartness, you got the salt, from like the salt rim. This was just everything. And then the pineapple, you felt like you were in a tropical resort, just on vacation. And a lot of these scents made me feel like I was on vacation, and I love that. So that was I Love Margaritas. I would absolutely buy that again, warm that in open space and in the bedroom. Then we have, let's see here. Day 5 was Melt I Take Thee Rachel or a cake blend. I did not purchase I Take Thee Rachel, but I do have raspberry, lemon, and cream cake. So this one I did chop up and use actually over 2 days. That's why the bag is a little messier, because I chopped up the cake bite and dropped the extra in there and saved it for another day. This is lemon pound cake, vanilla cream cake, and raspberry drizzle. I warmed this downstairs in open space and I loved it. Erica, who is the owner of Second and Spruce, has like the best raspberry oil in my opinion. It is just sweet raspberry. It's fantastic. And then you mix that with lemon. This was perfection to me. This was a great balance of raspberry and lemon, and then you get the creaminess. Fantastic. It was a great performer as well. And I warmed this over 2 days because I had to go to work. So when I would come home, I would melt some of it, down in open space. I did melt it here in the bedroom as well, because the next morning, so this was now Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday, Tuesday, I think. The next morning, which would have been Wednesday morning, I woke up, didn't smell it, but that's normal for me once I wake up in a room that has been melting wax all night, right? So then I took a shower, came back in the room, and I'm like, oh, I totally smell it again. So it's an interesting thing too about our noses, how we get a little nose blind. But after the shower, I walked back in here and I can smell it from like 3 p.m. the day before. So ended up finishing this up on another day. Fantastic. Would absolutely repurchase. Okay, then we have, let's see here. Oh, Melt Strawberry Beach Party or any Beach Nights or Strawberry Blend. I did not purchase Strawberry Beach Party. And in my video where I was sharing what I was going to warm, I had a different scent because I could not find Santa's Beach Party, even though I know I have it. And I happened to be looking in through kind of my closet where I have a storage, drawer with wax, and it was sitting up there, sitting up on a box. And I was like, there it is. I must have pulled it out and then couldn't find it, but found it. So this is Santa's Beach Party. It is Beach Nights, sugar cookie, mallow fireside, hints of pine boughs, and roasted pine cones. Santa's Beach Party. I'm also, it might sound like a broken record, a mood warmer. And it's been a warm week. It definitely feels like summer. And so this is now Thursday, I think. It was a warm day, but I went to work, came home, and I was like, all right, I'm going to warm it and see what I think about warming a Christmas scent in summer weather. And actually, I'm not going to lie, was not bad. Wasn't bad. So who knows? I might do a Christmas in July challenge. I might. I was pleasantly surprised that I enjoy this as much as I did. So this is just a sample of the sample. So this is shapes in here. I ended up warming the Santa. There was like a Santa shape. There's this tree scent and an ornament. And it could be because it was mixed with the Beach Nights, scent that I was into it. And then the pine tree was just smell like trees. So I'm thinking maybe I could warm this all year round because it just smelled like fresh outdoors. And then you have that Beach Nights type blend. So I did enjoy this, warm this in open space, but I love the scent. So I'm glad I have 2 more shapes that I will save for, winter time probably. But it was another really good performer and I would purchase this again. But now I'm like, I might have to test out trying some winter scents in summer. Do you do that? I know Courtney does, but I'm like, and there's definitely people who warm peppermint and Christmas scents all year long. My brain just, it's like, no, it needs to be fruity pineapple, pina coladas, and, all the summer scents that you smell when it's hot, So anyway, but I could see warming like a peppermint scent or something cooling if it's really hot, right? Because then that's that cool kind of scent. But anyway, last day was, I think it was Melt She's Your Lobster, which I didn't buy, or a favorite scent. So I picked We Were on a Break because it has key lime in it and I'm in a key lime kick. This is key lime, lemon curd, pineapple, upside down cake, coconut shortbread, graham cracker crust, and vanilla. So this was melted on Friday. It was a cake bite. I ended up using the whole thing. And I used the whole thing because I actually warmed this twice in a day. So the first half of the cake bite was for the first part of the day. And the second half of the cake bite was the second half of the day. Because this one did not last as long as the other ones did. I had this probably 6 or 7 hours before I noticed I can't smell it as much. I'm going to refresh. So that's how I ended up using the cake bite. But I find that in pineapple oils or anything with a pineapple scent in any vendor I've tried. I think it's just the nature of the pineapple oil that it's just gonna, evaporate maybe a little quicker than something like a tree note or something like that. But this was still a fantastic scent, and I would purchase it again because I enjoyed it a lot. So we were on a break. So that was the Second and Spruce 7-day challenge that I did, and it was a lot of fun. So we'll see. I mean, I'm on a no buy, so we're getting creative here as far as not just because of the no buy. One, I think the intent is to bring the community together and do something fun. And, we all have a lot of wax, I'm sure, and it's just kind of fun. So I like that aspect of it. But I'm going to move on to the rest of what I warmed. All right, as you can imagine, the 7 days of Second and Spruce took up a lot of my empties, but I did finish off a couple of others. So I did finish Calm Down Jamal from Knowles Farm Scents. This is Sugar Cookie Royal Strawberry Pound Cake Calm Down Jamal. This is a great scent. I love his strawberry pound cake, so it is what it is. I love his strawberry pound cake, and I warmed this in open space and downstairs. Now, I empty this throughout the month, so I don't talk about it all the time every week, but I did use up little by little over time. And I think I warmed this near the beginning of the week. I can't remember, or it might have been one evening. So I would say a strawberry pound cake, I can't remember specifically like how long it lasts because I kind of put it in on an evening, but I'd say like 5-6 hours, but still a fantastic scent. So that is Calm Down Jamal. I think I have a loaf. I think I have more of that. It's a great scent. So then I have one Teddy Bees. This is Sugar Berry Birthday Cake. This is Strawberry Pound Cake, Bath & Body Works type, Blueberry Sugar, Bath & Body Works type, and Birthday Cake. This is from over a year ago, March 20th of 2023. So this was part of the first pre-order that I purchased from Teddy Bees, and I finished this, I think, again, one evening, but I had been warming little by little over the month. This one was okay for me. Like, I liked it, but I didn't find it anything like super original or complex. I'm really into more complex scents from her. But it was a good bakery scent. So don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. It was a good bakery scent. And her strawberry pound cake is also really good, as well as the birthday cake. So this was just a nice bakery scent. Warmed it in open space. I did use a tea light for one of my warmings, I think, but that is Sugar Berry Birthday Cake. For that reason, though, that I don't find it like super different and kind of a nice strawberry pound cake bakery birthday cake scent. I wouldn't get it again, but I liked it a lot, and that was in a souffle. Okay, then this one is one that is a partial. This is Raspberry Sugar Cookie from Scoopable Melts. This is Raspberry Jelly and Royal Sugar Cookie. This is, I think, it's not my first time, but it's my first time getting this far, I think, in a Scoopable. It's been a long time because I don't reach for Scoopables a lot, but I'm making progress there, making a little progress. I'm a little less than halfway done. I've been using this also throughout the month. If I was warming any lemon scents, like this was a nice mix with that. And I've had this one since April of last year, April 2023. Okay, and then we have two from Kay's Scented Melts. This is the Red Sea. This is a house blend, Lost Cherry and Black Sea. I've had this for over a year now as well, since April of 2023. I warmed this in the bedrooms, and this is a really good scent. I knew it was going to be, it smelled strong. I shouldn't say I knew. It smelled strong in the clamshell because those are very perfumey, strong scents. Lost Cherry, which is a fragrance from Tom Ford. And then Black Sea. I don't know what Black Sea is, but I feel like there's definitely some black amber in here. And so for that reason, I felt like the perfuminess of it made it more of a bedroom scent. I have only Scentsy warmers in the bedroom, so there's no tea lights or hot plates up here. And this performed pretty well in my Scentsy warmers. I had it going for, again, kind of after work. We're talking like 4 to like the next day. I left this in for most of that second day. And so it lasted a long time. Was a background scent. It was not a boomer, but I enjoy that one a lot. Then we have orange cake batter. This is vanilla cake batter and sweet orange. Warm this down in open space and I'm trying to think. Yes, use the whole clamshell in open space. This was a very strong scent. Warm this in a mix of Scentsy warmers and hot plates, so no tea lights or anything like that. And this was a very strong, long-lasting scent. It lingered to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done with this. This is it's sweet. It smells like cake batter. So you can almost, I don't know how much sugar there is in cake batter, but it's like a genuine orange cake batter. It's a bakery scent. And after a while, I think the sweetness was like, okay, I'm good. But I mean, that was at the 8th hour. So where I just decided I was going to change it out, but you could still smell it pretty well. So that's orange cake batter. I probably wouldn't purchase again just for the reason that this is nice, I think, in a blend, but just on its own, probably a little too sweet for me. So that was, what was that one? Orange cake batter. All right. Here we are with Swanky. This is the first time I've melted Swanky. So this was part of a friend mail from Summer Michelle. Again, super appreciative of friends that have sent me wax I've never, of a vendor I've never tried before or purchased, because it, gives me an opportunity to try and see if it's going to work. I love this scent. So this is Muse. This is lavender marshmallow, pink sugar, warm vanilla sugar. I would absolutely buy this again. It's a beautiful lavender. Yeah, so pretty. I use this whole thing between the 2 bedrooms. As those loud cars go by, I'm like, is that a car or a motorcycle? I don't know. But anyway, the lavender in here is beautiful. Loved it. Fantastic performer. Really filled the room. Doors open, down the hall, loved it. And Swanky is one I do want to purchase from, but I need to make a big dent here in my wax collection before I'm going to start trying new vendors. So that is that, but I do know she's on the radar. I do want to purchase some more of Swanky. All right, so now we are at the Scentsy. I have here Scentsy time. I have 5. I warmed 5 bars, so let's get to it. First one here is Graduation. This has, I forgot to look up the scent notes, but I remember looking them up. I know there's green apple, suede leather, and musk. Those are the scent notes. I remembered. So this is from November of 2023. This was a scent that April Lee put in the round robin. I'm so glad she did. And I'm kicking myself because I remember when I first joined Scentsy, this was in the clearance for months. I felt like this was in the clearance and I didn't pick it up because suede leather scared me. Like that note, and then green apple, right? I'm not an apple person. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to like it. Even though I'd heard some people talk about this scent. This was so nice. One, I don't get the green apple. I really don't. And the suede leather is not leather to me. It was just... It almost, to my nose, smelled like a vanilla sandalwood. It was almost like a vanilla sandalwood with some musk. And it was perfumey, but not overly perfumey. It was a beautiful bedroom scent. So if I see this, I would pick this up because I was impressed. I was impressed with this one. And a little bit different than what I've smelled from Scentsy, at least in a while. So that is Graduation from Scentsy. The next one here is another one that was put in the round robin box. This is Keep It Sassy. This one, I have the scent notes inside because I wrote them in there. This was a little juicy. Got a little juicy, but this is Sparkling Lemon, brings out Cherry Blossom and Sugarcane. I warm this in the bedrooms. Another great scent, long-lasting scent. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm, let me know if you've been purchasing Scentsy for a while and how you're feeling about it. But I feel like there was some scents, and I'll just use these two as examples, but there's been others, whether they're bakery or not, that just were different. And now I feel like, I don't know if it's because it's summer and summer is not my favorite when it comes to scents necessarily. I mean, I enjoy a lot of summer scents, but it's not like, I'm a fall winter girl, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But very impressed with these older collections, like the Z's collection, like the Sleep collection. So I really wish they would bring some of these back and not have to wait for Bring Back My Bar, right? But anyway, fantastic performer. I really enjoyed the scent. I did get the cherry in here, and or the cherry blossom, I should say, and the lemon and the sugar. Yeah, it was a good one in the bedroom. Okay, I'm going to do all the ones that were in the round robin. And then Candy Crave. I really want this to come back. This, I don't remember the scent notes. I think there's raspberry in here. All I can tell you is I warmed it in the bedrooms. This is a lighter scent though. So performance-wise, not the best. A lighter scent, but it was so pretty. It's like, it almost smells like cotton candy and raspberry. It's not ooey gooey sweet, but there is a sweetness to it. Very, very nice. I like this one a lot. So that is Candy Crave. Is that right? Candy Crave. I brought my glasses and I think I only had to use them once. All right. And then my favorite kind of summer mix here, thanks to Christine from Christine's Scent Scene. Cocoa Lime. Absolutely have to have the scent every summer. This is coconut milk, creamy vanilla, and a splash of lime. It's great on its own. It's great. It's a fantastic performer, but I love the mix with Crumb Top. And Crumb Top is oats, butter, and brown sugar. I think this is the second or third time melting this mix this year. It's fantastic. I have it right now in the bedroom right now, and I love it. So I ended up using both of these because they were both a partial. So that was my week. I feel like I've been talking a lot. That was my week, and it was a great week. So I'm also excited because originally I was supposed to be traveling this week. I was supposed to be in Switzerland. That trip got canceled, so it means I can warm more. Isn't that weird? Normally the idea of going to Switzerland sounds awesome, but the idea of going to Switzerland for literally one meeting over one day is not awesome, especially if you're leaving on Monday. You don't get there till Tuesday afternoon. You have meetings on Wednesday, and then you have to come back on Thursday. My brain would have been like, where am I? I can't, it would have been not fun at all. And glad that got canceled so I can be home and warm what's in my June melting basket. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Say hello in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing if you like this type of content, and give me a thumbs up. So thank you so much, and I'll chat with you later. Bye-bye.